The arrests continue for people involved in the January 6th Trump riots. And the Justice Department has now charged a soldier in the Wisconsin National Guard for his involvement in the insurrection on January 6th. Abram Markovsky and an associate, reports CNN, allegedly traveled to Washington, D.C. together to attend Trump's protest against the certification of the 2020 election. After the rally, investigators say Markovsky and his associate walked to the Capitol, spent 40 minutes inside the building. Markovsky has been charged with 4 federal crimes, including violent entry or disorderly conduct. As of this morning, he has not yet entered a plea. Markovsky is one of the nearly 36 current or former service members charged in connection with the January 6th attack, says CNN. Based on a review of Pentagon records and court documents, the majority are veterans, including many who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. But Markovsky is part of a smaller group in that he is, or at least was, a current member of the military. This is not hugely shocking in the immediate aftermath of the January 6th Trump riots. We knew that there was not only a military presence, but a law enforcement presence. I'm not saying to defend the Capitol. There was that. But I'm saying in terms of the perpetrators. And now we are learning more about the specifics of this overrepresentation in the group of rioters, in the defendants charged with their involvement on January 6th. Military and law enforcement are overrepresented, although not by as much as it maybe looked like earlier on. Now, this action by Markovsky seems to be in violation not just of federal law, but also of the National Guard oath. It looks like it's in violation of an article banning mutiny and sedition. The National Guard oath says, "I solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the U.S. And of the state of whatever," because National Guards are state National Guards, "against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true faith and allegiance to them, and I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the governor of whatever state, and the orders of the officers appointed to me according to law and regulations." Clearly a violation by participating in the riot of the National Guard oath, but then also looking at Article 94 on mutiny and sedition. Any person subject to this chapter who, with intent to usurp or override lawful military authority, refuses in concert with any other person to obey orders or otherwise do his duty, or creates any violence or disturbance, is guilty of mutiny. That is exactly what the January 6th riots were about. So although the charges so far are just federal, I'm seeing significant reason that there should be charges here under the U.S. Code of Military Justice as well, at least for this individual, if not for others as well. Now, in terms of, consequences and penalties, it's just too early. There are certainly people who are going to do some jail time for their participation in the January 6th riots. Many are going to plead out, and we just have to wait and see. But continuing to see active service members charged in for their involvement in the January 6th riots. Let me know what you expect as far as sentencing on some of these. Will being a member of the military be an aggravating factor in sentencing, or will it be a mitigating factor in sentencing if indeed we get to that point? Let me know. You can find me on Twitter at @Pakman. We have a perfect show for you today. Glad you're with us. If you've been watching the show, you've probably heard me talk about how much I love my Helix mattress. Well, I was really excited to hear that Helix has launched a new company called Allform, which makes premium, customizable sofas and chairs with the same level of quality and comfort that I expect from these guys. And Allform is one of our sponsors today. They're giving you 20% off at allform.com/Pakman. They actually sent me a couch, which I put in my living room at home. It's now my favorite piece of furniture in the house. It took me just minutes to set it up. It's solidly built. It's huge. It's roomy. It has a modern minimalist design, which I love, but it's also very comfortable. Fabric is soft, clearly very high quality. It has become the focal point of my living room. Their prices are very reasonable. And when you get a new sofa or chair, you get 100 days to decide if you want to keep it. And the best part is everything comes with a lifetime warranty. Stop buying poorly made furniture. Go to customize your own all-form sofa or chair right now and get 20% off your entire order when you get there by going to allform.com/Pakman. I've also put the link right underneath this video.